5 of the longest lasting fragrances in his collection.
I mean, this is gonna be a movie. Long form YouTube vibes with Redolessence in the basement. He's gone through my collection and he's picked out some real strong beast mode fragrances. I'm gonna be going over them right now while we've had a little bit of whiskey and see what his nose is doing.
It's so amazing. I mean, I've been here for a few hours. We've been smelling a ton of stuff. We went live, we recorded short form content. And then I said, you know what? You have a lot of beast mode fragrances in your collection. These are 5 of the ones that in Cuba's collection, by the way, he's going to be tagged down below. So definitely make sure to check him out. These are going to be 5 of the longest lasting that I have ever encountered. One of them I don't own, but you have experience with, and that's going to be this one right here.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to leave it up to you to talk about it.
All right, let's go.
These are all niche, I just noticed, so you don't want to blind buy. Some of these are $300, $400, $500. Please sample them at a place like Scent Split 100%. Or something like that. These are all super long lasting in my opinion. I'm going to start things off with the one in the number 5 spot. And I have this one, I have the original as well, and I'm going to be honest with you, they both give me beast mode performance. None other than Interlude for Men by Ammoage, and this is the Black Iris Flanker. Now the original with that incense, the resins, the oregano, it's so dark, it's smoky, you have the birch tar in there. And then of course this one has that added iris note. So this one is going to be a little floral, it's going to be a little waxy, but the beast mode nature has not been toned down.
So with the Black Iris DNA, I've always said that I don't like the fragrance on me, but I've always liked the fragrance on other people.
Right.
And that's always been that kind of vibe. The original OG was just the Blue Beast for a reason. It was too much. It was very overpowering, super strong, and we were talking about it off camera. I think you did a video that you were trying to do like 30 sprays of this fragrance on you, which is pure insanity. But the Black Iris portion, I like that this flanker added that little bit of a powdery element just to make it a little bit softer. Like it doesn't have to be so aggressive. I felt like that softened it up a little bit. But as far as the scent is concerned, not as far as performance. The performance on that one is still ridiculous. Minimum off of my skin, 12, 13 hours without even blinking.
Same here. This is one of those fragrances, you just smell it off the atomizer, and you're like, I know this is going to be strong. And I'm going to be honest with you, I love the original Interlude for Men, but nowadays, I wear a lot of Reflection, I wear Beach Hut, I wear some other offerings from the brand. Decisions, I think, is another one. I have to be in the mood for this. I respect it.
That's a very specific fragrance. Like Beach Hut, for example. Beach Hut doesn't agree with my skin. It becomes a little bit too dry and tart. This one, it has to be like, I have to feel Russian polar cold weather to pull this fragrance off, and it will do it without batting an eye.
Absolutely.
That's the type of performance that fragrance has. So as far as beast mode is concerned for your list, that's crazy.
So for me personally, I don't have this one. I have the original Oud Extrait. But I've smelled this too, and this one is Oud Satin Mood by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. It doesn't matter which oud you get from this brand, all of them are crazy as far as the longevity goes.
I mean, the sexy factor in that fragrance, for me, it's just intimacy, silk sheets, silk pillow, soft, erotic. Performance is incredible. An underlying little rosy kiss. There's a little bit of a sugary action, but that's a problem of a scent.
It is.
Sexy.
Very sensual, very flirtatious, but also very confident, very daring.
100%.
At the same time.
And I think it's one of those risky fragrances that a man can get into without feeling super self-conscious, but you're gonna have a little aspect there that's like, oh, okay, I'm stepping outside of my comfort zone, but I like this. This is something this is the other alter ego of me that I'm willing to explore, and that fragrance 100% encompasses that.
I couldn't agree more. And it's interesting because like now we're entering the summer months. So I know this one is a little bit counterproductive of a list because all of these are fantastic fall and winter fragrances. But I know a lot of the people that watch these videos, they're like, I love my beast modes even in the summertime. I'm gonna wear them indoors, I don't care.
100%.
I can be light on the trigger. So these are fragrances that 100%, no matter where you're going, when you're wearing them, I know you're gonna enjoy them, but you do have to be a little cautious.
And the majority of the people, some, live in south of the equator, so they're in hot weather consistently. So they don't care and they pull this off consistently, including our Middle Easterns. Heavy pizza.
You're right about that.
All right,
Shoot.
what we got next? I mean, this list is solid.
So this next one I originally discovered at Oswald.
Yeah.
Because they had this brand. They might still have this brand. I'm not sure. But I found me in London. This is called Regent Leather.
Crazy.
So look, I have this one. I have Imperial Crown. The longevity on that is also crazy. The resins, the pepper. I have Green Pearl as well. That one barely lasts.
Yeah.
But it smells fantastic. Regent Leather is an amazing 10 plus hours leather fragrance. But it's also ambery, right?
Super ambery, very sexy, also very seductive, and a sleeper scent. I said when it comes to the leather fragrances, so underrated. Like everybody kind of gears towards like the Tuscan leathers, or even with the affordable option with the La Yucawam or whatever the case may be. If you haven't tried Regent Leather, I highly encourage you to get a sample of Regent Leather, let it marinate on your skin. And there's still a freshness nature in this fragrance that you can pull off in the summer. I would pull this off in the summer all day. Because remember, a lot of people in the summertime are not chilling outside. We're in AC.
Yeah.
This in AC with that level of suede, leathery sweetness.
Forget about it.
A problem. Sick. Fire.
This is great for the evening.
That's crazy.
Date
Super
night,
sexy.
romantic
God.
scenario.
What? I'm closing deals. That's fire. I love that one.
Wow.
Great choice.
Especially for the gentleman,
What?
I think this is going to be
Disrespect.
fantastic.
What's next, bro? This one's a little ballsy. I don't know.
Okay, so this one, look, it's not a safe blind buy. I don't recommend this for everybody. As a matter of fact, I recommend this for probably fewer than 10% of the people watching this video.
Facts.
You have to be a fan of leather. And by a fan of leather, I mean you have to be a fan of saffron. Saffron is a spice that's used to create a lot of leather accords. If you look up the note breakdown for this fragrance, it is insane. You're gonna see like 30, 40 plus notes. That is the case with every single fragrance from this brand. This is one of the most aggressive leather fragrances you can try. And it's not like a pure Distance M. It's not like a Tuscan leather. You're not gonna smell like the inside of a Ferrari or Aston Martin or something like that. By the spirit of Dubai, this one is called Maida. Now, I know you can find this discounted online. I know Max Aroma has this, for example.
Yeah.
It's a phenomenal fragrance as far as the complexity goes, as far as how daring it is, as far as just overall the scent DNA, but it's challenging.
It's a very challenging is an understatement. This shit is strong and very unique and very risky. But there's some people, like I have a couple of friends that are really into these strong oudi Middle Eastern scent profiles that have this bombastic kind of explosion off the skin, and this fragrance has that to the 20th power. This is kind of one of these fragrances that you can easily like 2 to 3 sprays and be easy. This is not a 10 sprayer, oh, I'm a beast mode sprayer and I want to bathe myself. You are going to kill a baby seal wearing this fragrance. Be easy. It's a very risky scent profile.
It is.
It's challenging. It's not a bad scent, but it's a very challenging scent. But as far as performance goes, in this list, it can easily battle this one with no
100%.
problems.
Yeah.
This is, you're a better man than I am. I can't. Oh my God. I can't even take the spray. It's a lot.
That's tough.
It's a lot. Jesus Christ. I mean, you just skinned an animal right now.
That's
how
what it
I
feels
feel.
like. That's what it
does
feels like.
Oh my, the dryness. And there's a little bit of a rubbery aspect on this fragrance, which sometimes oudi nature fragrances have this extra stretch rubber band
you're
DNA.
right about that.
It has that, but also that provides that base and foundation for that longevity. It feels like it provides a cloak or a shield over your skin to have the rest of the notes sitting on top of it and just blooming incessantly. Like that's
crazy
that
that you said
strongest.
rubbery, because I get that now.
It's a stretched out, heavy, thick, stretched out rubber band kind of DNA with all the other notes sitting on top of it. It's strong. I mean, this is choking.
Maida.
As far as performance, you're gonna get your money's worth. If you're looking for performance, which we have a lot of people that are like, oh, I want beast mode, I want.
That's it.
Okay, Brillo is gonna take that off of your skin. But
Yep.
that next one,
Crazy. Now the number one spot, and you introduced me to this today. It smells like ink. It is dark. It's leathery. It's spicy.
Oh my
It's
God.
boozy. I smelled it off the cap and I was like, do I even want to spray this stuff?
bro,
That stuff is crazy.
Black Gemstone by Stefan Umbrat Lucas. Ink whiskey, strong.
Whiskey.
Unique, super different. And ink DNAs are not something that's common. It's not something that, we can, no. It's very risky, it's very polarizing.
Yeah.
But ink fragrances have this unique likability and this unique sex appeal that's very captivating. And this fragrance has that. I was put onto this by our good friend Josie. And when she put me onto that fragrance, she's like, oh, as a whiskey fan, you would enjoy this fragrance.
So strong.
And I'm like, okay, like let's give it a shot. Let's roll the dice. And when I smelled this fragrance, you are 100% guaranteed you will never have smelled anything like this before. The inkiness, the sexiness, the slight sweet, the boozy factor, the dryness, this explosive DNA of just very artistic vibes, but still sexy. It still maintains a sexy vibe. And that's something that you want when you're spending this kind of money because it's not an expensive fragrance. But do you get the inky, boozy kind of like just mysterious? I mean, it's crazy, bro. That shit is a vibe.
This is so rich. It's so spicy. Super dark.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
I mean, smelling it in the air right now is just messing with my medulla right now. It's a sexy factor that's so different. And if you want to talk about exclusivity and like separating yourself from everyone else, that's a fragrance there that will blow your doors off. It will be nothing like in your collection. It's so risky and avant-garde that that's a problem, a super problem. And performance-wise, stop. We said stop.
How many hours?
For me, off of my skin, minimum 10, bare minimum 10. And if we're talking about hot weather climates, forget it. It's gonna be a leech.
Really?
A leech. Crazy. Problems. I want to get drunk. It's that good.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Longest lasting fragrances. All 5 of these are incredible beast mode fragrances. Now, of course, it's all going to be contingent upon your skin chemistry, your personal taste. Some of you might get 7 hours, some of you might get 12. It really all depends, but that's why you have to sample these fragrances. And please, all of these are very expensive niche offerings, so
don't blow the bag.
You don't. No, not at all. So if you want your leathers, you have it here. You want your booze, you have a creamy ambery leather, you have it here. Your agarwoods, and then you also have the straight up smoke.
Just get crazy powder.
I'm telling you. So 5 phenomenal fragrances that are incredibly long lasting, but they're not safe blind buys. Cuba, thank you so much for bringing me in your space. I really appreciate it.
You picked some solid grenade of fragrances. Again, like Steven said, sample before you buy, because these are no joke.
Yeah.
But there's some, as far as mass appeal concerned, while we wrap up the video, I think that these 2 will be the most easy to wear fragrances with a lot of sex appeal. The other ones are gonna be if you're rolling the dice and you're in the artsy space and you look at perfumery from a different perspective, from the artistic route, then these other 3 fragrances will 100% intrigue and put your little antennas up.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Well said. Perfectly said.
All right.
But that was it. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm gonna tag Cuba's channel down below. Definitely make sure to show him some love. He's been doing this for a very long time, just as long as I have. He has an amazing channels, plural. But I'm gonna tag his fragrance channel down below. Definitely show him some love. And if you took anything of value from this episode, hit subscribe, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up. It really means a lot.
And a cheers, sir.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank
Let's
you for
go.
watching.
Appreciate you.
We'll see you next time. Bye.